On what is this called? April Fool's Day?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's interesting too, because most people you ask about April Fool's Day, they cannot tell you how it came about.
Wow. Tell us now, brother, how did it come about?
That's very interesting too, because that gets back to the church. That gets back to Pope Gregory. April Fool's Day started on April 1st in 1564, and it started in France. What happened there was that Pope Gregory called together a group, and he said it was a Januarius council. What had happened was that they adopted, France was the first one to do it, the Gregorian calendar, named after Pope Gregory. And he said that the year should begin on January 1st. Well, before that time, in the so-called Roman world, in Europe, and the places that were dominating at that particular time, it would start in March 21st. That was the start of the year, March 21st, and it ended on April 1st. He changed it around, starting it and giving a new month. They didn't even have a January. They didn't even have a February. He started with January and then said this was going to be the first of the year. So it caused a lot of ruckus because a lot of people were not Catholic. A lot of people weren't for the church dictating that much. So those people continued to follow it on April the 1st. So they said, well, they were fools to do that because the church has decreed it is not. So that's where they began to say they were fools. So it's April Fool's Day. I think it was in Scotland, they used what they call Fish Day. And there was another place out there, too, where they had the Gawk Day, or those that were gawking at the people who were looking and making these assertions that the year shouldn't be changed like that. So it threw off all the calendars. It led to something else we could get into one day, but I won't do that now, 46 BC, when they also lost 461 days in the calendar. Yeah. So this is why they say in Western...
Quick thought. Notice April's coming up, so people are going to be playing these games called April Fools. But do you know where April Fools come from? April Fools is what people was considered to be called when they thought the first of the year was January 1st. So the people who know the first of the year is March 25th, right? That's the first beginning of the new season. So everybody who thought the new season, which did nothing change in January 1st, they considered to be April Fools because the new season starts March 25th. We was going by a Julian calendar at one point in time with the leap years. Someone changed it to a Gregorian calendar where they don't have no leap years. So everything is just upside down. It's not 365 days in a year. You're not the age you are. It's not even 2023. Ain't nothing what you think it is. So be peaceful.
Interesting things I found out was April Fool's Day, they don't talk about it. But what happened on April 1st, according to tradition in Spain, is that they told all the Moors, they said, we've kicked out the Jews and you're friends of the Jews, you can go. We've got ships waiting for you, you can go back to Morocco. You've lost the war in Spain, but we'll let you go. And so they said, we don't believe you. Well, they saw there were ships waiting for them, so they left. And while they left, in between going to their ships, they burned their houses and burned the ships. So they were homeless. This was on April 1st, 1492. This becomes April Fool's Day. Ha ha ha. You've been fooled. This is a denigration of the Moors, which is by the Catholic Church. And there was the siege of Granada where they built the town of Santa Fe.
I whip at that dope, but I'm fresh out the trap.